Okay, here we go.
This isn't going to be the long one.
This is going to be a long one, right? Yes. What did he say it was?
6 miles.
6 miles?
Yeah.
I thought it was mile and a half up,
no,
mile and a half back.
3 in and 3 out.
Oh, that's a long one.
Yeah, are you going to commit or not commit now?
Oh, I'm committed.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is, was it Upper Calves Creek or Lower Calves Creek. So we've parked, and this is probably the last hike we do of the day, just because we have places to go, people to see. The drive has been spectacular, and anyhow, we're committed. We're going in, checking it out. We've had an awesome lunch, but we're going in. So, no kidding. Walk it, sweat it off. So, what a beautiful place. They've got camping available here too. We'll see what that looks like, but I don't think we'll stay. But anyway, awesome. Here we go. How you doing, Michelle?
Wonderful.
This is going to be a fun one, huh?
It is, and I know what I'm going to do.
What's that?
I'm going to take my shoes off. I'm probably going to get in. I'm probably going to get completely wet, and I'm going to be okay with that.
This trail is fabulous, but it is hot.
Scorcher.
It's a scorcher.
Sun on desert sand. Look at that sand under you.
It's not like Zion where it's just ridiculously hot, but you're out in the heat, which is pretty warm, but it's comfortable, but it's definitely warm.
That red sand is warm.
But that red sand is warm. So, super awesome though. I mean, we walk along the trail. It is awesome. The creek's down below us. You can hear it running. You see it running, but the trail is awesome. The rocks, the red sands. And then when you get a moment, when you're not trying to pay attention to the trail, you get a chance to glance up and you see the views around you. And you're just, yeah, super awesome. So we'll keep moving, but I'm with Michelle. I think a sit down in the creek when we get there wouldn't be bad. What do you think? This one was a good one, huh?
We ain't finished yet.
We're
I'm just checking.
probably what, 2.5 miles in, probably? What do you think?
1.94. So we got a mile still to go. And I'm already asking you how the Garmin works. So Tanya, if you're watching this,
She's wanting to fly it out, I think.
I may be using my lifeline.
No, we'll make it out of here. We just have to sit down and take a break. We got plenty of water.
I'm watching the vultures fly above us. That's not a good sign.
It's gorgeous. It's just warm. It's probably the wrong time of day maybe to start this hike, but that's okay. We will survive it. It's just a little warm. It's just probably in the 80s, I think, probably. Wouldn't you say, or do you think it's warmer than that?
It's got to be warmer than that.
She's saying warmer than that. I don't know. But anyways, views are pretty awesome. I'll show you. Hey, look at the view. You don't get much better view than that. We've had that view all the way in. I mean, it's just gorgeous. The skies are beautiful.
And the water.
And there's water. I mean, we've listened to the water all the way in. And we've not had to share the trail with too many people either. So that's always a good thing. We've seen a few people coming out, and we followed some in, but it's beautiful. So we will finish and we will see what these falls look like. We're almost there, Michelle. How long we got?
You know what, Justin?
What's that?
We need one of those lifesavers.
Straw things, you think?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We should have just bought one.
Huh.
I think I had that fresh, cold water, you know what?
Yeah. Yeah, we're almost there.
I'd say so far 84 minutes we've been walking.
Wow.
3 miles on booty.
I'm surprised because it's been pretty rigorous, but we made it. Let's check it out. So we just came around the corner from a little rock scramble and we got a little glimpse. What do you think? It's pretty incredible. It's a lot taller, a lot bigger falls than we kind of anticipated, which we didn't really read up about it. We just heard that it was pretty spectacular. So
It's like a swinging rope or something like that.
So we're gonna go up a little further and check it out. This thing just thunders when you're getting close to it. But wow, what a hike. I can almost forgive the fact that I'm exhausted. This thing is unreal. Unreal. What an incredible place. We have it all to ourselves. There isn't a soul here. When we pulled up here, there was a few folks here. We hung out for, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 minutes, and everybody kind of jetted out. I took a little swim and took some photos. It's cold, but when you're on a northern guy, it doesn't really matter. So incredible. What an incredible place. You know, just a reminder that sometimes when you focus on all the places that they tell you to focus on, and you let national parks mainly, and you let some of these places that maybe you just are off the beaten path, but they're just places people don't talk about, you drive right by them and they are just gems, and this is one of them. Just absolutely stunning. Just a beautiful place to just hang out. I could have hung out all here all day. Brought a picnic lunch and just been here.
And there's trout in here.
Yeah, there was some fish. Michelle wouldn't get in the water because there was fish. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, we are going to put the camera away and we're going to boogie back because it's a little over 3 miles to get back here. And the weather doesn't look terrible, but we just want to make sure we get back safe and get back quickly. And then we are going to continue on to Capital Reef and see if we can find camp for a night. But we're going to put the camera away on this trail and boogie back. So, but what an amazing place. So super awesome. Well, after a long day, we did a little hiking and a long day in the truck. We've got ourselves positioned close to Capital Reef National Park. We did a little searching around to see if we could find a place to stay, and they have flood warnings out.
Everything looks washed away.
So we're just trying to be very careful on where we stay. So with that being said, found a really nice little campground. Not exactly ideal, but
There's nobody here.
There's not many people here. There's a few people, not many. Very quiet. They do have hot showers, which is a plus.
Laundry.
And laundry, so we might do some life maintenance stuff. And it's getting ready to pour down the rain. So we have retreated to the camper.
Free Wi-Fi.
We're having some gourmet hot dogs.
And more free Zion.
We're taking advantage of some of our free Zion packets. But anyhow, we're going to do that tomorrow morning. I think we're going to Capital Reef gonna do some exploring over there. If the weather can hold out, we might get out and do some maybe another little small hike. We don't want to do too much tomorrow on hiking. We're pretty wore out from today's hike. But we might do a little driving tour, and then we are moving on, sounds like, to Moab. So we're headed that direction. So pretty excited about that. So life maintenance stuff today, tonight, tomorrow morning, Capital Reef, and then to Moab. So stay with us, guys. We are having a blast. We're exhausted, but we're having a blast. Good morning, everybody. We're up moving and packed up camp. I grabbed a quick cup of coffee from the folks here at the Thousand Lakes. Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Thousand Lakes campground. Super hospitable folks. We paid for a tent site. They allowed us to just kind of back up to one of those. This place was immaculate. They had about everything that you could imagine that you would need to kind of do some life maintenance stuff. Wasn't super busy. Of course, it is during the week, but talked to the gentleman. He said they will get busy over Labor Day weekend, and they will be busy the whole entire month of September. But anyways, huge shout out to them. Super great. So we are headed into Torrey, Utah, and then we're going to see if we can grab another cup of coffee and maybe a little quick breakfast. Not anything sit down, maybe just a quick donut, Danish, something simple. And then we're going to Capital Reef. We'll probably stop at the visitor centers, check that out like we always do.
We drove through yesterday and seen it once.
Right. So we drove through yesterday, I think on 24. I got some footage of that, some great pictures. It was beautiful. So kind of got a little feel of that. Probably we'll come back at some point. And we're going to go on to Utah or over to Moab. So stay with us today as we continue to travel on this rainy, drizzly day. So all right, we have made it. We're at the Gifford house. We've heard there's pie here, haven't we?
Absolutely. Fresh off the trees grown here.
That's right. So if you haven't heard, they have orchards here like galore everywhere. Anyways, they have a district that's named after it. So we've parked the truck. It's there. And there's just beautiful orchards here. And the Gifford house, they bake fresh pies, I think daily.
Yep.
And so we're going to go and get some pie. We have not had breakfast. I'm hoping there's fresh coffee, and we're going to go get pie and coffee. So stay with us. Authentic meeting. So these things are even warm.
They're warm.
They had ice cream in there. You could do it a la mode. Wow. And they're actually reasonable. I think they were like $13, I think.
$6.50 each in there.
Oh, so $6.50. Yeah, so you could probably, I mean, they're not gigantic, huge price, but you could probably get, well, we're only going to get one serving each out of them. But normal people might be, no, I think you could get several servings out of these pies. So really cool place. Very charming. But anyways, awesome. We're going to go back to the truck and get out of this rain and go for a little drive. But anyways, this is right near the campground. Campground's right up over here. We were here yesterday and did some filming, but it's really neat, kind of a neat place. So anyways, this is Capital Reef National Park. We're going to go to the visitor center, check it out. And then, like I said, we're going to move on to Moab, get out of this weather. So awesome. Okay, which one? What did we get, Shell? What kind?
A cherry and a peach.
A cherry and a peach. So how is it? Which one did you try there first?
Cherry.
Oh yeah.
It's fresh.
Oh, is it? Is it good?
It is. It's fresh pitted.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the breakfast of champions?
Really good.
Is that good? It looks delicious. Give it a whirl. So we stopped for a minute. This was just right off the road on the way out. We seen it yesterday when we were through here and we were going to stop, but there were petroglyphs on the canyon walls.
You can see them clear from here.
Yeah, but they're way up there, right, Shel?
Yep, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in a row on this side, and you got mountain goats. 1, 2, 3 goats on that side.
Shel can see them really well, and then she kind of had to point some of the others out to me when I got up there, but I zoomed right in on them and you can see them really well. But there's a little bit right up in there. You can kind of see right there where some of the canyon wall has fallen. So some of the petroglyphs have been lost, but yeah, and you can kind of see that, but there's still a lot left there. But super cool. So anyhow, just have to check it out. We're getting a little wet, but it was worth it. Just a short hike from the parking lot. So.
And this is 2013.
They became farmers, as well as hunter-gatherers. They left few signs, even though they lived here longer than the 5 centuries between the voyage of Columbus.
We are in Arches National Park. There was absolutely no line to get into this place today. However, it is drizzling rain all over everything. So we're gonna try to do a hike. We get wet because inevitably we're camping in the rain tonight. There's no escaping it. It's pretty much gonna drizzle all night.
Well, she said the double arch is better in the rain because it actually produces waterfalls off of the arches.
Oh, so that'll be kind of fun anyway. So we're gonna give that a whirl. It is about 2:30 here, and so we're gonna go do some exploring, do the drive here. Tomorrow we're going to do some Canyonlands probably and check that out, and I don't know, we'll see what we get into, but it's incredible here. It's just the weather's just not cooperating, but we're making the best of it. It's not super hot. It's not, only about 70, so at least we're not sweltering here, so we're making the best of her. So
one day of rain.
One day of rain, we can put up with that.
Days.
Yeah.
It ain't a winter storm warning.
That's
last year.
Yeah, at least we're not getting winter storm warnings like we did last year when we were out west. So anyhow, stay with us. All right, here we go. The Windows Trail. How long do you say it was, Shel?
1.5 round trip.
If we wanted to do the one, what was the one?
The one is the tallest arch in Arches. That's a half a mile. And then the double window arches, which is 2 arches, that's a 1 mile round trip.
Okay. So to all together, if we wanted to do all of them, it would be 1.5 miles then.
Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go.
We're doing both.
Looks like a pretty nice little walk, but just drizzling a little rain, so we got our hats on, keep the wet off. So have a little fun here.
Haven't yet.
What was his name? Any idea? You remember? You're gonna have to look that up, huh? Wow, that's pretty cool, huh? There's where we parked, way down there. You hiked up. It's pretty cool. This one's kind of cool. This is like a double hole, so it looks like he's eyeball there,
double window,
eyeball there, and then his big schnoz is right up there. Michelle says it's called the what? The double window?
It is. Yeah, I don't know. It was the double windows because it says right down there, window trail.
It's called the double window. So yeah, this is pretty cool.
If I'm wrong, we'll correct it.
Yeah, really cool.
But there's a trail, and you can go walk around the back side, come up around that side of it.
Yeah.
So take us
Skyline arch, right, Shell? You can see it way over there. How long did it take? Was that half mile in? Half mile out? This is not it. Just an easy footpath, so this will be a little more fun. The rain has subsided, so that's good. And so we're off on the next one. So check this out. Well, I think we've reached the end
Verdict
of
is,
the road.
I think the stone fell out of the big rock and created an arch.
That's your scientific hypothesis there, has it?
I think this
I think
pile
there's-
once belonged up there in that hole.
I think you're right. So I think a stiff breeze come through there and just kind of...
So if you're afraid of falling rock,
Yeah, it's
it
probably
does happen.
probably not a good place for you, but there it is. I mean, we don't know when it happened, but obviously it's happened at one point in time.
Yep.
There's a big pile of rock underneath there, and I'm sure it belonged up there at one point. But that'd be the ultimate jigsaw puzzle for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Put that all back up
For
there.
the crane.
But pretty cool nonetheless.
Cool.
So, cool.
You can lift that at this point.
I think the crows eat good around here. Look at that joker. Look at that. He's gigantic. So we stopped at the Fiery Furnace overlook. We're gonna go down and around. It's just a little short hike down to the overlook, but from the parking lot. There's actually a hiking trail for this one. You have to have a permit. I think there's a little canyoneering maybe involved in that hike, so, which is fine. We are just gonna go do the overlook. But it's raining again, so we're gonna check it out. Well, we took off from Arches and went to find us a campsite, and we're going to stay out of doing any dispersed camping like we had talked about doing, just because I had talked to some park rangers on some of the BLM roads, and they're kind of a mess out there with all the rain. So we're going to avoid that tonight. And they gave me some suggestions on some places to camp, and they hit home run. So we found some BLM campgrounds that actually are pretty fantastic. So we found some on a road right along the Colorado River, and I don't think that we did that bad at all. There is absolutely no one here. There's about 12 or 13 sites right here along the Colorado River. There's a few more sites up there. There's a nice bathroom. The scenery is unbelievable. It hasn't rained in about an hour or more. And I wouldn't say the sun's coming out, but it definitely doesn't look like any more rain. We got the truck in here, popped up, leveled off. We're gonna get something to eat, and we can't have a campfire because we have a fire pit. Nice picnic table to sit at, and we're gonna watch the river and just watch the views. I mean, it's just a spectacular view here in this canyon and right here along the Colorado. So having a great time. Tomorrow, I have no idea what the plan is. We have a little small plan, couple ideas, but you're gonna have to stay with us to find out what they are. So thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.